He was very precise when it came to time in the morning and making phone calls to his ministers on matters of state as early as that. He didn't like nonsense. He has left a stable country. When everybody thought that Moi was going to cling to power, Moi surprised everybody by moving down to Uhuru Park and handing over the instruments of authority would defy the constitution and not respect it. That Moi can be remembered for Munyonyoko Odongo. People forget that Moi spent a lot of time building gabions of global warming. But here is something that Moi marshaled. He did a lot of tree planting. He did a lot of campaign to make sure that the environment was protected. He had his Nyai Awards. He left a major footprint in education. You go everywhere, virtually every county in this country, there's either broadening and expanding. So he's somebody who, in this country, because during the critical moment of an economic crisis, I was his Minister for Finance, and through his support, I was able to steer the country through his support out of a very difficult economic crisis. When everybody thought that Moi would not open up for multipartyism in 1992, Moi surprised everybody and said that the world has changed. We must embrace multipartyism. So we have lost a good Kenyan. We have lost a father figure as a people. And we've lost somebody who really wanted to see a united Kenya.
You've actually compared the leadership now and then, and he was firm in his ruling. Are you trying to say that the leadership now is wanting?
Firm, when you say firm, you see, you can be firm in the right way. Firm for the right things. Firm for order. Firm for discipline. This is one thing that Moi liked. There are different circumstances. Maybe people are freer. Maybe people want to sort of comparing it with the current leadership. But I'm talking of Moi to give him a tribute that he deserves.
Mheshimiwa, finally, you had the privilege of being his last vice president. Maybe if you could just tell us, in his sunset days in office, what sort of a country did he envision as he was handing over, bearing in mind that he led the country for almost a quarter century, that's 24 years?
Moi wanted a smooth transition, I can tell you that. And in the last few days, Moi was very clear that there's no need to cling to power. We were with him on the last day that he was going to go to Uhuru Park to hand over, and we had some tea with him at the State House. In fact, I've recounted a bit of this in my book, Soaring Above the Storms of Passion. And I've indicated how Moi told us he's going to Uhuru Park so that he can hand over the realms of power to President Mwai Kibaki, and he did so. I think, on retrospect, what we learned from this is that when he was going to hand over, but when you sit back and now reflect, he did the right thing. He defended the Constitution. He went there and handed over power. Had he not done that, what would have happened to Kenya? Right? So we must respect him for that position. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Asante.